Let's go back to where it began and where it all started from. Take this chance, one last dance, cause I've been waiting way too long. Take my hand, I wanna show you something. Promise I've been dying to see ya. They say the grass ain't always greener. I guess what they're saying is true. In my dreams, that's where I seen her. Take my heart and take all of me, girl. Let me show you what I wanna do. I wanna spend the rest of my life with you. Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Yeah, where do we go from here? Are you listening, darling? Are you listening, darling? Are you listening, darling? Look where we started. Breaking in half, left us broken hearted. So where do we go from?
Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another live stream. It is, of course, Friday, the 27th of September. And yeah, as always, we are going to run through the Bitcoin technical analysis. We are going to take a look at what is going on, what I'm currently doing, what I'm planning for. All of that juicy stuff, of course. So yeah, we will jump straight on into it. But before we do, please smash that thumbs up button. Really helps me out, helps the channel out, and I can continue to bring this content to you. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe. But enough of that. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about what is going on. So yeah, I mean, $65,000, right? We're above $65,000. We've got above $66,000 as well. And you know, I have been quite vocal recently on looking for $65,000. I have been looking for that target. You know, and you know, how long have I been saying $65,000 for? Well, you know, I've been saying this ever since we broke this bearish structure here, okay, which, you know, we hadn't seen for quite a few months, right? That you remember this this pattern that we've been trading in for quite some time now. Just going to double check the Wi-Fi, make sure I'm on the right one. Cool. Yeah, so for quite some time now, right, we've had bullish structure to bearish structure to a new low, bullish structure, bearish structure to a new low, bullish structure, bearish structure to a new low. Just like focusing on that bearish structure, okay, we didn't actually see any break of that bearish structure, right? It was just bearish structure to a new low, bearish structure to a new low, bearish structure to a new low, okay? And what we saw this time around that was a little bit different, okay, to the previous times was, of course, we had bearish structure, but then we started to, of course, show some signs of strength down here. But at the same time, okay, well, sorry, afterwards, right, we did actually break here, okay, that bearish structure, right? We broke the bearish structure to, yeah, well, started to form that bullish structure, of course. And, you know, this is something that we hadn't seen before. So previously, right, we were in, of course, that short trade from up here, okay, and we were looking for that target down here at 48,000, what was it, $48,900. And yeah, we invalidated that price target again. Ever since we made this high right here, okay, I have been quite vocal on, okay, we can now actually look towards $65,000, okay, and as of yesterday, we did come and take out $65,000. But I've also been quite vocal on, this is a level that I'm interested in taking a short trade from, okay. And I did actually take a short trade. It was a little bit of an early short trade. And yeah, unfortunately, that short trade did get stopped out. So this was the short trade. Due to how late it is getting for me, I decided to take a short off of the 4-hour failed auction. So, you know, we were getting a lot of long trades, or we still have a lot of long trades that have opened up, okay, at this high right here. Okay, there are a lot of long trades that have opened up here. And for me, right, it was, what was it, 10 o'clock in the evening here. Price was forming a failed auction on the 4-hour. I would have rather have seen it on the 8-hour, but I didn't want to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning. So I thought, you know, I'll take an early short trade here on the 4-hour, so I don't have to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning. And I like this short trade. Why? Because, you know, I know that we have a lot of longs up here. I know that you know, the invalidation is quite tight, and if you know me by now, I love a nice tight invalidation, right? You know, I will never miss an opportunity to take a trade with a really nice small invalidation. So yeah, I took that short trade, and yeah, it did get stopped out. What was it, today? I think it was this morning. I did get stopped out of that. Like I said here, got stopped out for a small loss. I'm now looking at how we react at the $66,325 naked point of control for a possible re-entry. So today, of course, we were testing that naked point of control that I've also been looking for as well, right? Remember, I've been sort of looking at this as more of a zone to be shorting, okay, rather than an exact dollar level. And yeah, we do have, of course, if I can find the naked points of control, where have I put them? They were up here somewhere. Seems like they moved down here. Okay. So yeah, we do have this naked point of control at 66,325. Okay. And this is, of course, going to be a level of resistance. And we can see, we are actually getting a bit of a rejection from it as of right now. Now, this is very, very important because, of course, we are viewing this as a bit of a zone of resistance, right? And, coming up and tapping this, right, we've, of course, had more longs open up. If we take a look at Exo charts quickly, we can, in fact, see, right, we've had lots of long trades open up on this little bit of a move up, right? Since, yeah, where should we go from, right? We should go from... Yeah, well, let's go from here. So from like 64,250 all the way up to 66,500. Okay, we had a lot of long trades open up, right? We had 39 million long trades open up here who are quite comfortable, quite content in their position at this moment in time, right? We then had 1 million, 2.6 million, 8 million, 5.7 million, and 1.6 a million there, a million five, 300K, 700K, 7.8 million, a million, and 21 million, 2.15 million. So we've had a lot of long trades open up in this like slow grind up. Okay, we have had a lot of long trades open up. So where I'm at right now is, okay, I've taken the short trade. I unfortunately did get stopped out of that short trade, but I'm still interested in that short trade. Okay, right, maybe, I have to be a little bit more patient, wait for a little bit more confirmation this time, right? And then, of course, when I see the trade entry, I take the trade, right? But I still like the short trade from where we are, okay? I still like the short trade. Why? Because we have millions of longs that have opened up here, okay? We have had millions of longs, right? We've had... close to 100 million long trades that have opened up just at the top of this, okay? Just at the top here. And, again, this is just on Bybit USD, okay? This is just Bybit USD. So this is not including all the other exchanges as well. So we've got a lot of long trades up here, okay? Everybody's pretty bullish up here, okay? As we've seen previously, on all of these other moves up, everybody gets extremely, extremely bullish. And then, when we come into resistance, when we then see a trade entry trigger, it offers us that really, really good opportunity to enter into a short trade. It's proven itself time and time again, and especially recently as well. Okay, especially recently. So for me, again, this is just a level that I'm interested in shorting. Okay, maybe I'm not in a short trade anymore. Okay, but I'm still interested in shorting this. I'm just remaining a little bit more patient. I'm waiting for that trade entry trigger. Okay, once I see that, okay, and I see, okay, we've got a large portion of these traders, these long trades offside, who are offside now. Then, that's when, okay, and of course, when I get the trade entry trigger, that's when I will take that trade. Right now, how I see it is, okay, we've got a lot of long trades up here. We're rejecting off of resistance, but, a lot of these long trades are still pretty contempt. Okay, why? Because, they're either in a slight profit, or they're at break even, or they're in a very, very slight loss. Okay, and when I mean a very slight loss, like a very minuscule loss, right? So everybody's pretty content in their position. They just entered into it. Okay, they're giving it the trade a little bit of leeway. So yeah, for me here, it's okay. There's an aggressive short trade, you could say, off of the naked point of control, but yeah, I'm waiting for that bit of confirmation. So yeah, patience for me, wait for that trade entry trigger. But like I said, I still like the short trade from where we are now. Of course, if I don't see the trade entry trigger, I won't take the short trade. Okay, we could continue higher, right? it's only right if I do see the trade entry trigger, then I'm just happy to take that trade, because I'm happy, that there is a good enough reason for price to pull back. Like I say a lot of the time, right? I like to look for reasons for price to pull back. I like to look for reasons for price to rise. Not any retail trading pattern because we broke out of a trend line, we broke out of a triangle, broke out of a head and shoulders, all of this nonsense, right? No, I want to look for a real reason, something that can actually move the market and that is proven to move the market, and just generally what actually moves the markets. And of course, it's bids and asks, right? It's buys and sells, longs and shorts. That's what moves the markets, right? And again, there's a huge amount of long trades that have opened up on this move up, and especially at the high as well. Okay, there's a lot of long trades that have opened up on this move up. So if price starts to pull back and we start to see a bit of a long squeeze, then there is a reason for price to pull back. Okay, there is something that can cause Bitcoin to pull back. There is something that can cause it. So it's looking for a reason, looking for a cause for a price to move. Okay, and there is that reason, there is that cause here. So it is just waiting a little bit more patiently for that trade entry trigger to get into that trade. And then once we get that, okay, then we're comfortable, right? Everything's aligned, okay. I look at the trade that I kind of just took, and I look at it and I think to myself, was it the best decision? I never dwell on any trades that I take, but it probably wasn't the best decision, to enter into that. My dog's getting tangled up in all the cables. It probably wasn't the best decision to enter into that trade, but I had a reason for it, right? I didn't want to stay up till 1 o'clock in the morning. I would rather take a small loss than wait up till 1 o'clock in the morning and maybe not even take a trade, right? So, come on, bud, leave it. So for me, it's right. Let's see the trade entry trigger. I'm still very, very. Deciding to go through my bin. So I'm still very, very happy to short from this level, right? It's still a very, very good and interesting level to short. Of course, I have to see that confirmation. If I don't see the confirmation, then I'm just not going to take that short trade. And I can look for higher prices, right? I'll look for a short at higher prices, right? Again, you'll never ever see me long a move up. You'll never see me short a move down. So anyone that's new to the channel, if you're wondering why I'm looking for a short trade, it's because this is my style of trading. I never FOMO into trades, right? If you are longing on a continuation, for me, that's always a FOMO. It's always FOMO. So for me, I always have to enter into a trade really at a kind of like pivot point, right? So that's kind of where I'm at this moment in time. I kind of just wanted to come on here, keep it nice, straight to the point, and just talk you through what I'm looking for. I understand I didn't go live yesterday, but it's still looking good for the short. We're here, okay. A little bit more patience, right? Okay, I tried the short originally. It was a little bit of an early short, in my opinion, but it was still a valid trade. Again, in my opinion, ES is starting to pull back a little bit, so maybe we see Bitcoin follow it a little bit as well. So maybe we get that trade entry trigger for that possible short trade. And then remember, right, I'm not bearish on Bitcoin, okay? I'm just looking for a short trade, okay? And remember, right, what are we doing now? We're above $65,000. We're looking a bit more bullish now, okay? We haven't looked like this in quite some time. We're looking a little bit more bullish now. Why? We're starting to form higher time frame bullish structure. This short trade that I'm looking to get into here, right, it's only going to be down to another higher low to take that up to another higher high. That's my plan. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'm not extremely bearish on Bitcoin, right? If you're new, just joining, I'm not extremely bearish on Bitcoin. Okay, I'm just looking for a little bit of a pullback to then possibly long this here if we get the long trade from down there, right? That's my plan. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. For me, okay, it's patience, right? Of course, we've got the weekend now, so it's a little bit difficult on the weekend. We never know what's going to happen on the weekend, really. In terms of course, you never know where price is going to go, but in terms of, are we going to see volatility on the weekend, or are we just going to see it flatline? Because some weekends we see some volatility, and then other weekends it just kind of flatlines, right? like I say quite a lot, as this market matures, I would expect the weekends to get more and more flatline. Okay. But yeah, I think, to be honest with you, I'll leave that there. Keep it nice, short, straight to the point. This is what I'm looking at. I'm being very transparent here, giving you everything that I'm looking at and looking for, really. So yeah, again, still looking for the short trade at this level. Just got to wait for that little bit of confirmation, and then of course I'm happy to look for the short. So yeah, of course, if I do enter into a short again, the first people to know about it will be the team on the Visionary. So yeah, if you want access to that, first link in the description or second link for the free Discord. But have a lovely weekend, guys. I will see you on Monday, and of course, any Visionary members, I'll see you in the Discord. But yeah, have a lovely weekend. Take care, and yeah, see you later. Goodbye.